All right, Shalom. This is your brother Tazakia back with another lesson. Lord willing is quick, edifying and to the point. First and foremost, I would like to give our praise and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which means He lives, He exists. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, which means He saves, the deliverer. I would also like to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and prophets out of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. All right, today is going to be a quick lesson. Go read an article, then we'll get to some scriptures, and that's going to be it. Let's check this out, because I mean, like I said, like GMS, the brothers of GMS say, the prophecy is moving, man. Just off this one article, that's how you know the curses are starting to be lifted up off us and put on them, because back in the day, in slavery days, they had us picking cotton and shit, whooping us and doing all that horrific shit to us, while we suffering and shit for some stupid shit they want. And now look at this article. Man stabbed woman after he requested cigarettes. So he requested a woman for cigarettes, and she told him, most likely told him no. So he got mad and stabbed her. Let's read. A man in Pennsylvania is accused of stabbing a woman to death in her apartment after she refused to have sex with him. Ooh, damn. Glenn Whittier, 54, faces criminal homicide and tampering with evidence charges in the death of 59-year-old Pamela Puskar, the Westmoreland County District. Let's read, see if we can get the whole thing. Might not let us. I'll just read right here. Glenn Whittier, 54, faces criminal homicide and tampering with evidence charges in the death of 59-year-old Pamela Puskar, the Westmoreland County District Attorney's Office announced. See, man, hey, like I said, we at the end, man. We got prophecies that still need to take place. Jacob's trouble got to ramp up way harder than it is. We still got the MOTB needs to be mandatory. We know it's gonna be mandatory eventually. So, Lord willing, the Lord lead us through it if we're part of the hopeful elect. All right, let's get to some scriptures, and we're gonna end it there. And it reads, God's vengeance on the nations. Who is that? Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. That is Yahweh Shai. That's Yahweh Shai right there. You gotta be. Hey, when you watch certain videos, they make these artificial intelligence videos. You don't know what you're watching, whether it's true or not. Just make sure you know these. Just keep the scriptures, man. Belief. If you got into this thing of teaching the true scriptures and the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, then you should be on the right path. Believers or not, because I was a believer and I wanted to teach. So, all right, let's continue. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the wine pressed alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the day of my redeemed is come. Yeah, prophets, man. Like I said, days is going by faster and faster. One for the elect, days should be shortened, but the elect won't be deceived. The elect won't be deceived. It's already written in stone. It's the Most High's movie. It's the Most High's movie. So His light is already. Whatever you play out, whatever part you're gonna play out in your life, that's what you're gonna play out. So, all right, let's get Isaiah 34, 5 and 6. Again, this is Yahweh Shai talking right here. Well, it could be Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai talking. Let's put it like that. But Yahweh Shai he's the one that's doing all the everything you see on the news, the prophecy, seeing people dying left and right, shit like that. He's the one doing that. So, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Esau, Edom, is shit. Yeah, they're gonna get the worst of it in captivity. Once the elect are saved, yeah, they're gonna get the worst. Once we in the new kingdom, yeah, man, hey, it's ball game for them. They just keep on doing what they're doing, trying to escape, but there's no escape. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord had a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, which is America, Babylon the Great. Again, land of Idumea, Bozrah, America, again, United States, whatever you want to call it. That is going to be destroyed. The whole all United States. Don't let them trick you. The end is not yet. It's not yet, but it's coming soon. Jeremiah 49. Let's get 13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahweh, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. I mean, every city gonna be everywhere gonna be destroyed. With them ICBM missiles come, everything's gonna be destroyed. There won't be no escape unless you're part of the elect. You're only gonna get salvation by getting saved by one of those so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord. They're gonna beam you up, so to speak. Then you're gonna be changed. All right, let's get Ezekiel 35. All these alerts popping up when I'm doing a lesson. All of a sudden, there wasn't none popping up. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Let's read that in NLT. This is what the sovereign Lord says. My jealous anger burns against these nations, especially Edom, because they have shown utter contempt for me by gleefully taking my land for themselves as plunder. Shit, they got our land over there. Israel, Jerusalem, they know. But hey, they know that they're just trying to come up with ways to buy more time. Regardless, the brothers of GMS and brothers that know this truth, truth knows what's that coming down the pipeline. So, all right, let's get Obadiah. I'm just gonna get 18 out of here. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. The Lord has spoken it. Man, let's read that in NLT. The people of Israel will be a raging fire, and Edom a field of dry stubble. The descendants of Joseph will be a flame, roaring across the field, devouring everything. There will be no survivors in Edom. I, the Lord, has spoken. Future prophecy. That's going to happen. I mean, they already see they trying to clean up this land, man, and knowing it's going to get destroyed, man. That's what I'm glad. I'm thankful to be Israelite, because hey, these motherfuckers, they really try to play games with you. And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. Those who have been rescued, which is the elect, will go up to Mount Zion in Jerusalem to rule over the mountains of Edom, and the Lord himself will be king. It's Yahushua. Himself will be king. Yeah, that is what it is. The ones that the 144 going to be joint heirs. Then you're going to have the elect there first, and then through time of procreation, that's how the other seeds, the other children of the 2/3. That's just fuck all that. The 2/3 gonna come back in the kingdom through the elect. Put it like that. Put it like, because how else should you make them how else are they gonna come back? Yeah. So the ones that's done died, they're in the spirit world until this is over. So let's get Malachi 1, 2, and 3. I believe. Yeah, Malachi, we're gonna get just, yeah. Yeah, we're going to get one. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. This is the message that the Lord gave to Israel through the prophet Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob. Let's read that in the NLT. I have always loved you, says the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But you retort, really? How have you loved us? And the Lord replies, this is how I show my love for you. I loved your ancestor Jacob, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. In the NLT, but I rejected his brother Esau and devastated his hill country. I turned Esau's inheritance into a desert for jackals. So basically, Jacob was chosen. It's prophecy in Genesis. They had their time ruling the whole world pretty much, fucking it up. So now it's about our time to take over and fix what they done fucked up. But like I said, America, Babylon the Great is not going to be fixed. It will not be inhabited for no reason at all. It will not be inhabited. Only thing that's going to be there is clean animals. Is animals, clean, unclean animals, birds, beasts, all types. Whether they believe it or not, that's what's going to happen. Cause I ain't got the time to fuck all that. It's gonna happen. Oh man. All right, Romans 9. Let's get 13. Again, it's precept. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. That's another precept right there. He hates Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You know which ones when you see him. You know who's the Edomite when you see him. Shit, it don't take that much to figure it out. Just how they move. Hebrews 12. Let's get Hebrews 12. Salakia. You give me some glasses. We'll get 16. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Let's get that in NLT. Make sure that no one is immoral or godless like Esau, who traded his birthright as the firstborn son for a single meal. Man, that's how he lost his birthright. That's how he wrote. He was a man in the fucking wilderness. So like I had to get a drink. All right, Jeremiah 51. And we're going to do, let's see, 6. And it reads, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Flee, let's get the NLT. Flee from Babylon. Save yourselves. Don't get trapped in her punishment. It is the Lord's time for vengeance. He will repay her in full. It's the Lord's time for vengeance. Yeah, man. Still talking about America, Babylon the Great. Nothing's changed. Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. All the other nations. It's 18 nations, I believe. And then out of all the nations, there's just one that the Lord chose, which is us, the Israelites. He chose us over all the other nations. And so all the other nations are right now busy. Most of them living their lives trying to ignore the shit, but you know the ones, certain ones that's nervous and scared. They don't know what to do. Cause they see it coming down the pipeline. They see shit happening everywhere around them, shit, and they try to ignore it. All right, let's get a second address 6 and 9. Another again. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand of man is betwixt the heel, and the hand of the questioning edges ask thou not. Again, this man, like I said, again, no matter how they try to avoid it and try to act like nothing's going on in America, they see all the events, they see all the crime. They noticing that there are people committing more crimes now. I see headlines over and over. Shit, I get fucking alerts over and over about something happening. Prophecy, that's what's happening. Prophecy is unfolding right before our eyes. Shit. They'll be worried about shit. Them motherfucking the destruction that's coming to America. It's already getting destruction. Things are happening real good, real quick, but it's speeding up. It's speeding up. Prophecy is speeding up. Lord willing. All right, let's get Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Again, it goes back to Esau. You know, he acted like he cool and nice and shit, and the whole time he talking about you, trying to put curses on you, whatever they trying to do. Especially if you in his truth. Especially if you're an Israelite, especially. They hate us, man. They hate us. But they know what they did to. They know what they did to. Some of them trying to, make good by doing whatever they doing. At least they think they is, but still, man, they got a motherfucking they got something coming up, boy. They got a good they finna get a good wake up call. And let's get 64 and we're gonna close out. We're gonna get 5 through 8. Again, still talking about Esau, Edom, the things that they do. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, but they shall wisely consider of his doing. All right, that's it, man. Like I said, it's gonna be a quick one, pretty quick one. Just to bring out some scriptures and read the article, let everybody know. If you're watching, just say, keep up with the news. Pay attention to the news. You can see what's going on, all the alerts happening and shit. That's how you know things is getting bad, worse and worse. They got martial law in DC. I believe they got ICE in Chicago. They probably gonna do martial law in Chicago next. Eventually all states gonna be in martial law. It's gonna be certain places you can go, you can't go. So, but that's a prophecy that hasn't happened yet. But Lord willing, it continues to speed up, and the elect continue to believe and have faith. And again, I want to give our praise and glory to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, for sustaining me in my everyday travels. And I would also like to give double honors to the elders, apostles, and prophets at a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom.